Arthur Mitchell, family man, charity donator, and a kind man. He builds houses for the poor. Wow, he's such a nice guy, right? Or is he? What if I told you that all of this was a cover for his real identity? A killer. Hello, fruits. Welcome to Apple Theories. Yes, I know that name is cringe and bad, but before I begin this video, I just want to say thank you for as of writing this video, my last video got 400 views. That's like the most I gotten in my entire life. Thank you. And if you like this video and like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Now, you guys are probably readying your shotguns because Arthur is the most loved character of the entire show. But he is not who you think he is. The Trinity Killer did his kills in fours, not threes, which is a common misconception. He would mark the beginning of by dropping a child alive in wet concrete in a construction site, then a young woman in a bathtub, then a mother jumping off a building, and it would end with the father getting bludgeoned in the head. And he did this perfectly for 30 years without a mistake. So, how on the Lord's earth could Arthur Mitchell do all of this? Well, my friends, it's way more obvious than you think. In season 4, episode 6, titled If I Had a Hammer, Arthur gives his hammer to the mysterious man Kyle Butler. This hammer was a framing hammer. He bought this hammer from a store. How does this relate to Trinity? Well, in Dexter, season 4, episode 3, Trinity bludgeons a guard to death in a vacant building using a hammer. Well, after Dexter Morgan did an analysis on the death, he figured out that the death was done by a framing hammer. Wait, doesn't that sound familiar? Yes, it was the same hammer given to Kyle Butler by Arthur Mitchell. Of course, this could be brushed off as a builder using a hammer for that specific build. But wait, I don't think that was my only proof. In season 4, episode 8, Kyle Butler accompanies Arthur on a trip to Tampa. There is a wholesome moment where Kyle opens up to Arthur, revealing that he accidentally killed someone in a hunting accident. This makes Arthur reveal his secret. When he was 10 years old, he watched his sister take a shower. What the hell? Causing her to slip and cut herself, making her bleed out. This caused his entire life to change. His mom jumped off a building and his dad insulting him, and sooner or later he also died. Doesn't that sound familiar? Young woman bleeding out in the shower, mother jumping off a building. So that leaves the young boy and the father. We can assume that the father was bludgeoned, but there isn't enough proof for that. But the kid could be like when the concrete hardens, it preserves everything on it. So it would be like preserving the child's innocence. Even without the father's cause of death known, we still can't ignore all the similarities with the death of Arthur's family members and how Trinity kills his victims. And the final nail in the casket. If you look at the locations and the date of the victims of Trinity and the locations of Arthur's charity homeless shelter construction projects, they match. Yes, when Arthur was working on a shelter for the homeless in the same location, the same month, Trinity killed. I rest my case. And goodbye, my fellow fruits. Why is my dog barking?